Hello and welcome back to Boring Dad Gaming, where today we're going to be carrying on with Lamplight City. We're still investigating this mysterious case of spontaneous combustion, aren't we? I think we go to a new location and see what we can learn. Been to the magazine. Been there. Been there. We've been everywhere now. We need to find a way to convince this guy to that the spontaneous case is real, don't we? Let's go back. Let's talk to Addie. Let's see if she's got any suggestions.
I've managed to survive the wild streets of New Britannia.
Hello, Miles.
Addie?
What is it, Miles?
Yeah. We apologise. I'm not quite sure what we're apologising for. It's been a week or so since I played.
Addie, please know that I'm deeply
yes.
sorry for my behavior last night. I'll do everything I can to make it up to you. Would you like me to get some new begonias?
I don't need pretty flowers or pretty words, Miles. I just want things to go back to how they were. That's really all the apology I require.
You're looking especially lovely today, Addie.
Miles, don't flirt with me. Not now.
I wouldn't push my luck with her, Miles. She hasn't completely forgiven you.
You've got an appointment with Charlotte Robineau later today, don't you?
Are you using your detecting skills on me now?
I spoke with her at the Gascon Supper Club, and she mentioned you. Turns out she knew Desiree Lathan.
Makes sense. That social circle is tiny.
She wasn't very forthcoming, though. Do you think you might try and persuade her to talk?
Persuasion shouldn't be necessary. She usually just sits in the chair and starts gossiping up a storm. I think I know more about all the Gascon Grand Dames than anyone should.
That's good. That's very good. Right. These are the things I want you to ask her about.
Yes, that's right. You know how I like it, Adelaide.
How was the Grand Dame's ball? Was your hairdo a hit?
Oh, it was. All those other old biddies were practically fainting with jealousy. Truth be told, though, the evening was rather dull. Just the regular crowd of wags and gossips. You know, sometimes I envy people like you, Adelaide.
People like me?
Yes, you know, ordinary people. Being a member of high society can be so draining. One quite lacks a sense of purpose, of ordinary, honest usefulness that comes from a good day's labor.
Have you done much of that sort of labor yourself, madam?
What? No, of course not. But I imagine it must be quite good for the soul, quite grounding. Just being what you are. No airs or pretense. Oh, you've missed a bit there on the left ear. Do be sure it comes out even.
Certainly, madam.
Should we ask about Desiree?
I was reading in the paper this morning about what happened with Desiree Lathan. Did you hear about that?
Oh, such a tragedy. Poor Desi. We hadn't talked in a long time, but how terrible to think of her dying in such a horrible way.
My condolences.
Thank you, dear.
Did you and Desiree used to be friends?
Oh, we were like sisters at one point.
What happened?
What else? A man got involved.
You were both after the same man?
No, quite the contrary. We both enjoyed being unattached and had vowed to keep it that way. The spinster sisters, we used to call ourselves. But I fell for a man a few years ago. We got married and Desiree stopped speaking to me.
That's a shame.
Yes, especially considering the marriage only lasted a few brief months. I lost both my husband and my best friend. I'm sure there's a lesson to be learned in that.
Do we keep pushing on Desiree, or will she get suspicious if that's all we're talking about? Maybe we should change the subject for a bit.
I have to say, your musical selection for today is lovely.
It's nice to know someone like you can appreciate some of the finer points of culture.
She doesn't just stab her with the scissors.
Wondering, The piece is the Fourth Symphony by a composer named Theophilus von Wagner.
Yes, it's refreshing to hear the Fourth Symphony for a change. Most people know von Wagner for his Fifth Symphony or his lute concerto in D minor.
Oh, you know von Wagner?
Although I admit he isn't one of my favorite Baroque composers, I can appreciate what he brought to the movement. I'm more in favor of Scaravaldi. His development of the Concerto Grosso makes for a much richer musical tapestry. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh,
Gotta love the
well,
passive aggression.
perhaps so.
Do you have any favorites among Scaravaldi's works?
His First Symphony is quite riveting.
Do you mean his Concerto for Mandolin? He didn't have a first symphony as such.
Well, yes, that's what I meant. As much as I enjoy chatting, perhaps you should concentrate on what you're doing, dear.
I heard someone mention that Desiree had her portrait painted recently.
Yes, I heard that too. I think it was Caroline who told me. Yes, that was it, Caroline. She was looking for a portrait artist and told me Desiree had found one. Roger DeVay, I think she said his name was.
Roger DeVay? Sounds mysterious. Who is he?
Well, I don't know about mysterious. He's just an artist. Not a very good one either, from what I hear.
He didn't do a good job on the portrait?
Oh, no, he did fine. I just meant he hasn't really taken off. His paintings aren't worth very much, you see. But Desiree took a liking to him very quickly. Even went as far as giving him an extra key to her apartment. If there was anything more going on between them, I couldn't say. But she could have done a lot better, if you ask me. I mean, he's barely even an artist now. I heard he took a teaching position at the university. Now, who would want their likeness immortalized by a lecturer?
I see. Well, I hope he makes it in the world someday.
Miracles may happen.
Cool, that's probably the key info there. It's given us a new lead. But I think I know what's going to happen when we ask this one, so let's do it for a laugh.
Has anyone special caught your eye recently?
Ha! No, I think I'm getting too old for most of the young pups I see around these days. Besides, marriage has proved to be
Wondered if
more
she would,
trouble than it's worth. I'm finished with
Miles.
that whole game. Although there was one fellow who came into the supper club today. Pity he was only interested in asking questions.
Oh?
Yes, the dark brooding type. Sleepless nights etched all over his face. Still handsome, though. I invited him to join me for a drink, but he refused. Turned out he was a private investigator, if you can believe it.
Oh? What was he asking about?
Nothing of consequence. I didn't tell him very much anyway.
Probably for the best he didn't join you for that drink then.
Oh, okay. I think we did pay her a lot of compliments to sort of go on her good side. I wondered if she might mention those. Well, let's use this one as
Quite
well.
chilly out today, isn't it?
Yes, a good day for spending indoors.
Probably means we'll be getting an earlier winter.
It's a good thing I bought a new set of coats then.
All right. I think we got the key.
Good. I think that's all finished.
Thank you, Adelaide. It was a pleasure, as always.
Likewise, Miss Robinow. I'll see you next week. And she didn't tip very well either.
I'm sorry, dear. She sounds positively dreadful.
No more than the other Gascon Grand Dames. I just hope you managed to get something useful from that.
I think so. I just want to check some locations. We're still looking for a container to put some ashes in, aren't we? I was wondering if you had that pill bottle.
It's empty.
Good riddance, I say.
That's the main thing I was wondering about. I'm sure we'll find something. It seems like a very
Have a
obvious
lovely day,
clue,
Addie.
so
I look forward to your return.
maybe there'll be something at the university. Obviously we're passing a lot of stuff, but something he's willing to take. Okay.
I'm guessing it's locked, but it probably only contains more art supplies we don't care about.
There's a jar.
All the tools an artist would ever need. Brushes, pieces of canvas, paints. I feel as though this could be relevant, but I can't really see how.
Take the jar, Miles.
All the Where dreams go to die. These aren't half bad. Nice to know the students aren't completely wasting their time here. Well, so much for modesty. Ooh, is it warm in here or is it just me?
Alright, I'm assuming this is the guy.
Excuse me.
Yes,
Are you Roger DeVay?
I am.
Miles Fordham, private investigator. I have some questions for you if you aren't too busy.
Will this take long? This isn't exactly the best time.
It shouldn't, no.
All right then, quickly.
Do you know Desiree Lathan?
Desiree? Yes, of course I know her. What happened to her was just awful.
Indeed. My condolences, Mr. DeVay. What can you tell me about her?
She was a wonderful woman. Sharp, full of life, extremely witty. I only knew her for a short time, but I consider myself lucky to have had her as a friend.
How did you two meet?
We were introduced at a party and became fast friends. It's hard to believe she's really gone.
You painted Desiree's portrait, is that right?
Yes, I finished it just a few months ago.
Do you often do commissioned work?
Sometimes, but this wasn't exactly a commission, more like a gift.
You mean you weren't paid for it?
No, I didn't do it for money. It was an honor just to paint her.
I see. And did she like the result?
Well, she had it hanging in her bedroom and not in her attic, so I assumed she liked it well enough.
It was a rather nice portrait, I must admit.
Oh, so you've seen it?
Indeed I have. Regrettably, I can't comment on the likeness, never having seen the subject in life.
Ah, yes. Well, she used to say that standing in front of it was like looking into a mirror. I tried my best to do her justice.
Do you have any information regarding Desiree's death?
No, none at all. It came as a total shock. I heard she was burned to death. Oh, is that true?
It is.
It's really just unthinkable.
Do you know of anyone who might have wished harm upon her?
No, everyone loved her. To think someone could be capable of doing that to her, it just makes me feel sick.
How long have you been teaching at this university?
About 4 years now.
And do you also earn money with your painting?
Not of late. I haven't sold a painting in some time. But my salary from the university is enough for the time being. Perhaps someday I'll be able to devote the proper focus to my painting.
I'll let you get back to your class.
Right.
I mean, I really want to take
All
one
the
of those
tools
jars.
and artists. I feel as though this could.
Okay, I guess I want to go back to the crime scene. We're kind of out of different locations now. We don't still have anything that could persuade that guy that we're for real. Will he let us back in, I guess, is the question. I hope so.
I'm afraid I need to have...
All right.
Get in. That's good. Have another look at the painting, maybe? Now that we've spoken to the
It's
artist.
a nice portrait of Miss Lathan. The area where the artist's signature should.
But the date is still legible. It's from this year.
Take a closer look. Body, I suppose.
Miles, do you really?
Are we gonna?
Alas,
Someone
poor
mentioned
Desiree,
dental
a
records.
woman
I don't
of
know if they-
infinite riches of come to think of it,
I don't know if they had dental records back in this time period. I mean, it's it is a fictional setting, but it is based on historical setting, isn't it?
just a pile of ashes. They can't tell us much. Nothing else.
Just gonna kind of click on stuff again. I'm assuming we've already seen it, but sometimes if you click on stuff twice, you get the second time you can
Nothing
actually
else of it.
look at it in a bit more detail.
Miss Lathan's half-written art. Miss Lathan. Doesn't look as though this fireplace has been. The flames must have been.
Okay, we try talking to the cop again. Well, he's not. But I suppose we could try.
Nothing new to ask.
Yeah.
Judging by these, let's just hope. Judge them. Let's. You have to.
It's just
An
the one about
invitation to
supper
the
club, isn't it? We could go back to friend here, Connie.
Got a moment up?
Yes?
Review the case. Maybe
Have a
look at
moment to go-
something
I'm
there.
afraid you're on your own this time, for if they find out
Understood.
I'll still be here.
Okay.
That's it.
Better get...
Okay, we're looking... Can I go there? No, that goes to...
Miles, are you crazy?
Yeah. Nothing that could be construed as a handy container here, unfortunately. I'm just going to kind of go back to places we've been before. Did we get to the Spectres? It's like back there. I can't remember.
Welcome back, Mr. Fordham.
We spoke to her about just nothing here that I could use as a container. Let's have a
I
chat.
don't think there's anything.
Yeah, I'm just going to kind of go back round and chat to people I've already spoken to and click on things I've already clicked
I'll be
on, I
going
think.
now.
May the
Bank.
We haven't got. What an absurd contraption. Imagine needing all those extra bits and bobs just to tell the time. I tried using one of these automatic money dispensers once, but I nearly got my arm stuck inside. They still got a long way to go. Yeah, impressive bit of hardware. It would take a criminal mastermind to rob this bank.
We can talk to Andrews again.
Mr. Andrews,
Yes?
is there anything you can tell me about your wife's old cat, Tobias?
Oh God, there's a name I was hoping never to hear again. She loved that cat. I'm sure she would have married it instead of me if she could. Mangy little bastard was always leaving a mess and knocking things over, but he was Peggy's little angel. Then one day I'd had enough, so I let him outside, and
Yes?
the stupid thing managed to get itself killed. Then things got ugly.
How so?
Peggy got a bit carried away, and, well, let's just say I never imagined a cat could earn someone a criminal record.
The plot thickens. Or perhaps sickens.
Thanks for your time, Mr. Andrews.
Do we go... So, criminal record. Do we go back? Can we ask Connie to bring up his criminal record, maybe?
Got a moment?
Yeah?
I need some information on one Margaret Andrews. Apparently, she has a criminal record.
Margaret Andrews, eh? Give me a moment to look her up in the archives. Yes, here we are. Margaret Andrews was brought in for questioning 5 years ago in connection with a fire at a theater in Worcester.
Oh?
Yes, nothing came of it, but she was briefly a suspect. Oh, there's more. She also had a prior conviction for arson.
You don't say.
The file says she set fire to a cab after the driver ran over her cat. She served 6 months in prison for that. This was back in 1835.
Fascinating.
Thank you for your help, Upton. This has been extremely valuable.
Okay, so the crazy...
So, Margaret
wife
Andrews
is
has a jealous
firebug.
streak and a penchant for setting things on fire. Seems a likely culprit to me.
Question is it a red herring? Quite often get a red herring.
That's it for now.
Better get back.
But interesting info there, so that's good. I still don't have... I guess if we have the ashes, that could be the physical evidence he's after. Let's go back to the supper club. There's a tankard there. Ah,
Well, if no one's cleaned up, you might as well do them the favor.
bonk. Okay, that's what we need. Back to the crime scene.
I'm afraid I need to have...
All right.
Alright, let's get a tankard full of greasy old ashes.
Oh, Miles, really?
It's vital to the investigation that we find out exactly what happened to the body. If anyone can tell us for certain, it's Dr. Edwards.
Fair enough. I suppose this isn't the most unpleasant thing you've carried around before. Remember that time we had to go looking for that murder victim's missing head?
I'd really rather not, actually.
I'm guessing we have a new location now, like some sort of
Ugh.
doctor's
The
office.
smell from the bedroom is getting worse. I don't know how much longer I can stand it.
We have a new one? Or is he going to be in the police station? Dr. Edwards. Secret. Okay, what does my case? Have the coroner. Okay, well, where could be at the university? I guess we'll try the police station.
Dear Lord, what is that smell? Did you step in something out there, Fordham?
Private investigation is a dirty job, Upton. You know that. Got a moment, Upton?
Yes?
Would it be possible for me to access the mortuary?
The mortuary? What for?
I'd like to consult with Dr. Edwards.
All right, but be careful. Make sure you don't let Snelling see you back there.
That's it for now.
Better get back.
All right. Ooh.
Dr. Edwards' lab was always a fascinating place to learn about death. A bit less so now that I'm quite the expert.
Oh, did I miss cleaning up some bit of that last corpse? Oh, Fordham, what brings you down here?
Hello, Edwards. I was wondering if I could pick your brain.
Yes, of course. There's one in a jar over there, and I may have another one around here somewhere.
That coroner humor never gets old, does it?
Anyway, let me know what you want to discuss. This fellow's not going anywhere.
Let's have a look around his room first, and then we'll have a chat.
It sure is a lot of rubbish crammed inside our upper bodies, isn't there? You've seen one dissected torso, you've seen them all. I wonder if Edwards ever got around to fixing this typewriter. The letter E being out of alignment always made his reports a nightmare to read. It's important to keep your hands clean when dealing with dead bodies. After all, you never know where they've been. Until after the post-mortem exam, anyway. This provides the room with just the right amount of heat. Unlike the incinerators in the crematorium. Talk about overkill. I feel sorry for the poor slob who has to clean that out. Seems to be empty for now. That's most definitely a good thing. I'd say being hooked up to that machine was the worst experience of my life, except I was already dead at the time. Imagine a giant mosquito sucking out all your blood and then replacing it with formaldehyde. Not very pleasant. Edwards keeps assorted bottles and specimens in there. Nothing too remarkable that I can see. Nice pair of legs. Not a stitch of clothing on him. As if having your torso ripped open and poked around inside weren't bad enough. There truly is no dignity in death. Edwards must have some very good friends in the department who have gotten this custom-made table. It does suit the room, though. The brain is truly a fascinating organ. If only more people used it. A fine example of well-developed deltoids, latissimus dorsi, and gluteus maximi. Assorted lab equipment for setting things on fire or causing explosions. You know, the perfect way to pass the time.
Fire, huh? This guy's not a suspect, is he?
Assorted lab equipment for setting things on fire or... I remember when Edwards used to keep his collection of preserved reproductive organs on this shelf. He must be getting soft in his old age. Or perhaps that's exactly what happened to his collection.
Boom, boom.
I'm pretty sure I saw Edwards weighing his lunch on this once. Well, at least he died with a smile on his face. Sort of. It looks rather fresh. There's a plaque at the base of the jar that says H. Putnam.
All right, let's have a chat with the guy.
Pardon me, Edwards.
Yes?
I've got these human ashes from a crime scene.
Straight to the point. I knew I liked you for a reason, Fordham. Who do they belong to?
Desiree Lathan. She was a Gascon Grand Dame.
Oh, of course. I heard about that case. She was found burned in her home, wasn't she?
That's right.
I meant to go over there later today.
Well, then I suppose I've saved you the journey. Would you have a look at these?
Does this mean you're officially on the case?
Not as such. In fact, I'd appreciate it if you didn't mention I'd been here.
Ah, clandestine operation. Sneaking around under Snelling's nose.
I don't have much of a choice. I'm pretty much persona non grata around here these days.
Well, you're always welcome in my mortuary. Preferably while still breathing, of course. Anyway, I'll just take those ashes off your hands. I'm sure your social life will soon improve.
Yes, I was making quite the impression.
This is an interesting choice of container.
It was either that or carry them around in my bare hands.
Well, I'm a bit busy right now, but I should have something for you within the next couple of hours. But you do realize the information won't be exclusive to you. I'll have to pass it on to the detectives on the case.
Naturally. That just gives me more of an incentive to work quickly. I found this piece of burned cloth at the crime scene. Could you take a look at it for me?
This is from the Lathan case?
It is, yes.
What do you need me to look at exactly?
It appears to have some oily residue on it.
Interesting. I'm afraid I have my hands full right now, but you can feel free to use my workbench if you'd like.
To do what exactly?
Surely they taught you something about basic chemical analysis when you worked here.
Yes, well, I always let Bill handle the more technical aspects of our cases.
A real pity I'm not around to help you anymore, isn't it?
But I'll have a look and see if something comes back to me. You didn't examine Bill after he died, did you?
Ha! He wishes.
No, there was nothing inconclusive about his death. He died from impact after falling from the roof of a building. Why, was there something else I should have looked into?
No, I was just curious.
As fond as I am of Edwards, it would have been a bit much for him to go poking around my insides.
Keeping busy down here, Edwards?
Oh, you know me. I've always got my hands in someone.
Edwards always did have a way with words.
This postmortem was just a formality, really. The victim died of a gunshot wound to the head. Last week, though, we had a real kicker. An old man was brought in, and though he appeared quite dead, I was told that he'd been in a trance for over half a year. Apparently, he was hypnotized right at the point of death, and somehow managed to remain alive, in a fashion. In any case, when I began performing the exam, his entire body decayed into a putrefied mess within minutes. It was fascinating.
Weird.
Should you really be giving me these details, Edwards?
Oh, hell, I don't mind telling you, Miles. It's not like you're going to go tell Snelling. Besides, you're the only one who's come to see me all week. Dead people make lousy conversationalists.
Hey, I take offense to that statement.
So, Snelling got promoted to chief, did he?
Yes, not too long after you left. Personally, I think he took advantage of your situation to change things around here.
Was it really that much of a shock? Bill and I weren't exactly the most well-liked detectives on the force.
But you were respected. You two solved over 350 cases in 15 years. You were an institution.
Damn right we were. It's so easy for people to resent their more successful peers.
Ah, Edwards. Nice to know someone missed us. Thanks. That's all I needed to know for the moment.
Anytime, Fordham.
Alright, so feels like we're going to do a little bit of a puzzle here to identify this oily residue on the cloth.
It's been ages since we got to do any type of chemical analysis. This will be grand.
Dr. Edwards, could you remind me what it is I'm meant to be doing?
Yes, of course. Go ahead and get as much of that oily residue from the cloth into the petri dish. Good. Now add some of the chemical reagent in the red bottle to the dish.
Aha! The oil turned orange.
Yes! The reagent has caused a chemical reaction and changed the oil's color. Isn't science fun?
Quite. But how does this help me?
I have some samples of the most common types of flammable oils on the shelf. Go ahead and add them to the test tubes. Good. Now simply check each one with the reagent to see if you can find a match.
And if I don't find one?
Then I suggest going out and looking for more oil samples.
Whale oil.
Whale oil be damned. Looks like that's not a match. Oh, you love it.
Kerosene.
So much for kerosene being the culprit.
Coal oil.
Too bad, I would have bet on it being coal oil.
Well, that's it for now. We've run out of thingies. What's this one?
Looks like ammonium chloride. Won't be of much use to us in this experiment.
Alright, let's get out of here. I have a theory about where we might find another oil sample. Let's let's go back to the University. Now, is there anything here that might be an oil?
All the tools and art. There's also
Clear liquid, there we go, right.
Huh. This is linseed oil. It's used as a drying agent for oil paintings. It would be a good idea to take a sample of this, Miles, especially now that nobody's looking.
Right, back to the lab. Let's see what's on the slab.
Now that we've got some linseed oil, it's probably worth testing.
We're looking for something to turn orange.
Well, I'll be damned. We've got ourselves a match. I wonder if Edwards knows anything pertinent about this stuff.
Doesn't necessarily mean the artist is the culprit, but it does
Pardon
put
me,
a
Edwards.
big check against his name.
Yes,
What do you know about linseed oil?
it's an oil made from flaxseed that has many uses. Most commonly, it's used to dry things like varnish or oil paints. Some people even eat it for health benefits. I hear it goes well with a bit of quark.
And it's flammable?
As most oils are, yes. Where are you going with this?
The oily residue on that rag is linseed oil.
Fascinating.
But I found no trace of anything used to light a fire at the crime scene.
Uh-oh, he's getting that gleam in his eye.
Wait just a moment. Linseed oil? Of course! Anytime linseed oil is used, extreme caution must be taken to dry cure rags that may be soaked in it. That's because when linseed oil dries and oxidizes, it releases heat. A pile of rags soaked in linseed oil in a confined space runs the risk of spontaneously combusting.
How long would this take exactly?
A few days, at least.
Interesting. It's a rather uncertain means of murder, but it's excellent for appearing accidental.
It's certainly not the most far-fetched conclusion you've ever come to.
Interesting. What about the ash?
Have you had a chance to look at those ashes I gave you?
Yes, I have. Unfortunately, there isn't much I can tell you. The victim burned to death at a very high temperature. These ashes are greasy and putrid because of liquefied fat from the body, which burned like a candle.
It's quite all right, Edwards. I appreciate the information nonetheless.
Well, just so you don't go away empty-handed, have
Okay,
a
so
copy
we can
of
take
my
the report to the law office.
Maybe it will be of some use.
Zillmain.
Thanks. That's all I needed to know for the moment.
Anytime, Fordham.
And it's an official document, so he should accept it. So I think we go and do that now. Feels like we're getting to the sharp edge of this case a little bit, doesn't it? Where are we going? The law office.
Begging your pardon, sir.
Yes?
Perhaps Mr. Usher will see me when he sees this.
Oh, what's that?
A report from Dr. Malcolm Edwards, the city coroner, confirming Miss Lathan's untimely demise.
Let me see that. Oh my. Wait one moment, would you?
Martin, what is the meaning of this?
The gentleman who brought that is a private investigator. He's waiting outside to see you.
Send him in then.
You heard him, Mr. Fordham. You may go inside and see Mr. Usher.
Thank you kindly.
Hope his house doesn't fall down.
So, a private investigator, are you?
That's right. Miles Fordham's my name.
Jonas Usher, a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Pleasure's all mine.
So, it would seem that Miss Lathan has shuffled off the mortal coil, as it were.
I'm sorry to say that is indeed the case.
Please come in, have a seat. Make yourself comfortable. I only ask that you kindly wash your hands in the basin first, and limit what you touch in here.
This one seems a bit on edge, doesn't he?
Oh yeah, he's the German.
Thank you, Mr. Fordham. I appreciate your cooperation.
Can we have a look at stuff though before we sit down? Maybe we should.
Is there anything more boring than books on law? Just reading the titles is making me drowsy. Adds a nice bit of color to the room. Usher seems to like keeping his guests at a distance. Stern-looking lady. Judging by how full these bottles are, Usher doesn't indulge much. What a waste.
Alright, not a lot to look at in here.
Mr. Usher, I have some questions for you.
And hopefully I have your answers.
What can you tell me about Desiree Lathan?
She was a lovely woman. I'm saddened to hear of her unfortunate passing.
How long had you been her attorney?
She retained me some 10 years ago, I believe.
That's quite a long time.
Yes, I remember I had just gotten over a bout of melancholia and been able to work in nearly a month. I didn't think I'd make it out of that, but luckily things took a turn for the better. Miss Lathan came to see me, and I've served as her attorney ever since.
Would you say Miss Lathan is a wealthy woman?
Indeed I would. Her estate is worth a significant sum. Of course, you understand that this is confidential information, so I cannot tell you the exact amount.
Yes, of course. I found this letter in Miss Lathan's bedroom, which mentions that she recently changed her will. Could you tell me a bit more about the circumstances surrounding this change?
That's not an uncommon occurrence. People change their wills all the time. Relatives and friends fall in and out of favor constantly.
Had Miss Lathan made changes to her will previously?
No, this was the first time.
What change did she make exactly?
Just a change to her beneficiary. Nothing out of the ordinary.
And when did this change occur?
About 4 months ago, if I recall correctly. Yes, it was definitely in June, because I'd been in bed with a nasty stomach flu at the end of May. That was no fun, let me tell you. I think I lost nearly 6 pounds from the constant trips to the WC. Couldn't keep a thing down, and whatever did stay down soon came out the other end, if you get my meaning.
TMI, dude.
I'd say his meaning is regrettably impossible to avoid.
Who did Miss Lathan name as her new beneficiary?
Mr. Fordham, please. You know I couldn't possibly tell you that. There is such a thing as attorney-client privilege.
I'm aware of that. However, Miss Lathan is deceased. Therefore, it stands to reason that she is in fact no longer your client.
True, but her estate is still in my hands. I'm not going to betray her trust just because she's dead.
We'll come back to that.
Can you think of anyone who may have wanted to harm Miss Lathan?
No, I can't. What makes you think that someone actually killed her?
It seems the most plausible explanation.
Miss Lathan was getting on in years. It's likely she may have developed a case of pneumonia. That's the most common killer of the elderly, you know. I had it when I was younger. Most unpleasant. Constant coughing, spitting up phlegm, rattling in the lungs. Thankfully, I made a full recovery.
But supposing that was the cause of death, how would it explain the fact that her body was completely burned?
She was a smoker. Perhaps she was having a cigarette when she died and dropped it on the bed, causing it to catch fire.
I found no cigarette butts at the crime scene.
I'm merely offering my opinion, Mr. Fordham. You can take it or leave it.
I think we should leave it.
How long have you been practicing law, Mr. Usher?
Usher & Price has been operating since 1805. I took over from my father 15 years ago. The stress hasn't helped my heartburn, I can tell you that. Why, just last night I was tossing and turning because I couldn't stand the burning in my throat. That's why I've got these bags under my eyes, you know.
Ah, yes. And Mr. Price?
He's still here, although I think he'll probably be retiring soon as well. But the law firm has done well over the years, and I have a feeling it'll do even better in the years to come.
Oh? Why is that?
We're currently beginning a group litigation against Royal Maverick for the Lygia disaster. I'm confident that we'll recover quite a significant sum for the families of those killed. You weren't by chance affected by the disaster, were you?
Thankfully, I wasn't, no.
Shame. You could have joined the class action and done quite well when we win.
You know, I always thought we detectives made our living off human tragedy.
Mr. Usher, I've noticed from your rules and habits that you seem to have a particular aversion to germs. Why is that, if I may ask?
I've been ill most of my life, Mr. Fordham. I was a sickly child, and unfortunately my condition hasn't improved with age. It's a miracle I'm still alive. That's why I'm so careful about exposing myself to germs.
I see.
How's my color? Do I look pale to you?
Not particularly.
I saw myself in the mirror this morning and thought I looked a bit peaked. Also, my leg has been hurting more than usual, which has been cause for concern.
Nah, you've really done it, Miles.
Yes, well, moving on. About Miss Lathan's beneficiary.
I told you, Miss...
I'll threaten him with sneezing on him, if that's the last recourse.
Do you not find it suspicious, Mr. Usher, that Miss Lathan died under such mysterious circumstances only 4 months after naming a new beneficiary? You said yourself she was wealthy. Does it not make sense that someone might have wanted her inheritance?
I suppose it's not entirely out of the question.
Right. So tell me the name of Miss Lathan's beneficiary so I can determine if this was, in fact, a murder.
Very well. It was a man named Roger DeVay.
Interesting.
Do you know him?
His name's come up before in my investigation. Do you have his address?
Yes, it's 775 Pumblechook Place in Chumley.
That'll do nicely. Thank you, Mr. Usher.
All right, let's go check out his...
Thank you for your help, Mr. Usher.
The pleasure is all mine, Mr. Fordham.
Things are starting to point in his direction, aren't they, rather? I feel like the bank teller and his wife were red herrings in this case.
Did Usher give us the wrong address? This should be 775, but there's no building here.
What's this?
I used to draw funny pictures of rich people on walls too when I was a kid. Never did a lick of good, but it would always make me feel better. Hey, that's just like the one we had when I was a boy. Good old Rusty. He served us well. Yeah, those aren't half bad. Too bad they aren't finished. I wonder if they're going to be used to keep the fire going. By chum standards, that's practically a four-poster. These aren't in such bad shape, really. As far as the chum goes, this is one of the nicer areas.
Alright, well, we got this gentleman.
Excuse me.
Yeah?
Is this 775 Pumblechook Place?
Yeah, it would be if the building were still here.
Oh, I see. Might I ask you a few questions?
You can ask.
Do you know Roger DeVay?
Know him? Of course I know him. He lives here with me.
He does?
Well, whenever he decides to come home, anyway. Rest of the time, I suspect he finds a way to sleep at his job. Me, I do the same, except I can't stand the smell of the horses.
I suppose the university would have plenty of places for one to sleep.
Oh, so he works at the university, does he? Well, I suppose that makes sense with him always putting on airs the way he does. Probably best not to mention me to him. He gets real testy when anyone asks about his situation.
I'll keep that in mind. Tell me about Roger's artistic pursuits.
Well, not much to tell, really. He used to paint all the time when he had his studio in the building that used to be here. He was good at it, too. Shame nobody ever bought his paintings. All that's left now are those two unfinished ones against the back wall there. Well, he used the rest of his spare canvas
What's
to
the
make
betting it all
tent.
burned down?
How did Roger feel about his paintings not selling?
Well, how do you think? Made it matter in the March air. Didn't do a very good job of hiding his displeasure either. At least none around me. He always used to say he'd find some way or another to make the money he deserved.
Odd. He told me he was content with the salary he got from his teaching job.
That's a load of bunkum if I ever heard it. Truth is, old Roger's about as poor as Job's turkey. He'd do anything to make a quick crown.
Well, now, that's certainly interesting.
Do you know a woman named Desiree Lathan?
Nah, I don't know many women. They're not too fond of my company. Well, I don't understand why. I always try to be a perfect gentleman. Guess it just don't got the charm. I've asked Roger to give me a few pointers. He's a big hit with ladies, you know.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah. He no sooner looks at them than they're falling at his feet. Real natural, that one. Never brings it back here, though. Always winds up staying with him, getting a free meal and a soft bed out of it. Ah, well, the bohemian lifestyle ain't for everyone. Maybe someday my luck will change.
I'm sure it will change the day he decides to take a bath.
What's your name, sir?
Me? I'm Herman. Herman Shaw.
How long have you been living here?
Oh, I've been here for ages. Since before the building got condemned and was torn down. They pretty much forced us out, you see, but a couple of us came back and set up here. Seemed like a good idea, and I had nowhere else to go. That's not so bad, except for when it rains. And I guess we'll have to bundle up a bit more when it gets cold. But other than that, it's like the place was still standing.
There's some of that classic chum ingenuity. Or maybe it's just delusion.
What happened to this place? Why was it
Burned
condemned?
down.
The building was old, in a pretty sad state, so the inspectors came by and said it was unfit for living. There was a whole lot of us here. Most were able to pick up and go, but a few of us stayed.
Why don't you go to a workhouse?
You wouldn't be asking if you'd ever been inside one. It's wall-to-wall people, children crying, sick folk coughing all over you.
But there's plenty of that out here, too.
Well, sure, but out here, there's freedom. Nobody telling you what to do except the odd copper. Not even many of them in this neighborhood. Besides, this is my home. Just 'cause it's missing a few walls don't mean I ought to abandon it.
You look somewhat familiar. Didn't I see you protesting outside the Harris construction yard?
Yeah, I was there. What of it?
Were you affected by the Lygia disaster?
Well, nobody I know was killed, if that's what you mean.
So, why were you protesting the construction of the Lenore?
That Devons fella promised he'd buy us a meal if we stood in the crowd. And for a free meal, I'd do just about anything.
I thank you for your time.
Maybe give us a shilling or two for the trouble?
I'll consider it.
Alright, back to the university then and confront DeVay by the sound of it.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Could I ask you a few more questions?
Yes, I suppose so.
I've met your roommate, Herman.
I'm sure I have no idea what you're talking about, Mr. Fordham. I have no roommates.
Really? You don't live at 775 Pumblechook Place, in a rather cozy hovel?
How dare you, sir? I've done nothing to deserve such insults. I would appreciate it if you took your leave of me now.
Herman wasn't kidding about this one being proud.
Mr. DeVay.
Leave me alone.
Right. Does see. I mean, he wasn't going to confess, was he? But it does seem likely that it was him. When is it time to go and wrap up the case with Connie? Yeah, feels like it might be. I mean, it's clearly either him, who had means, motive, and opportunity, or the crazy nut lady. And I don't think that's like, she has a jealous streak, but the reason she set fire to the cab was because it killed her cat. I doubt she'd be roused to that kind of anger from the bank teller, who don't seem to get on particularly well, does it? So let's go to the police station. I think it's time to wrap up the case and accuse DeVay.
Got a moment, Upton?
Like
Yes, but let's make this quick.
I'm done with the Lathan case.
Oh? What have you got?
Actually, I'm not...
Okay.
If I select human combustion...
That's it for now.
Okay, I want to accuse the artist, but I guess he has to be listed as a suspect first. I think I spoiled it by pressing him. Anna was trying to rouse him to anger. Is there another way I could do it? We get in the...
I'm guessing all the... I feel as though this could be
Mr.
Leave.
Didn't save. I think it would have... I think my... I'm assuming my autosave would have overwritten. Okay, think. Is there a way for me to turn this around and accuse him?
I don't...
I may have fucked this one up.
Best not...
Welcome back.
I don't think there's...
I'll be going.
May
I think I may have balls this one up. Okay, I don't think I can accuse DeVay. I kind of assumed my character would make the logical leap, but it seems he hasn't.
Got a moment, Upton?
Yeah?
I think we're just going to have to say it's spontaneous combustion.
I'm done with...
Oh?
She was the unfortunate... There isn't a scientific explanation. She was an elderly woman. She was known to drink excessively. And the way her body burnt is consistent with all previous accounts of spontaneous combustion. Add to that the fact that very little around her was damaged by the fire, and you've got a textbook case.
You know, I heard a few of the officers talking about a demon getting into her, but I had no idea it was an actual documented occurrence. Well, this is certainly one of the more unusual explanations we've had, but I'll pass it along. Although I'm sorry you won't be able to gloat to Snelling that you solved the case before his detectives did.
I can find other means of amusement, I think.
Good work, Fordham. As usual, I'll send anything else your way as soon as I get it.
Well, that was
Dearest,
unsatisfying.
I'm back.
There you
Annoyed
are.
he didn't
I'm
make the
starting to
logical
get
leap,
worried you wouldn't
but it
make
was
it home
delayed.
in time.
In time? In time for what?
For dinner at the Rutherfords. I told you about it the other night, don't you remember?
Okay, I was so annoyed at the way that played out. I've just gone on speed run this episode all over again. We're going to talk to DeVay. I won't annoy him this time.
Could I ask?
Yes.
I kind of did it knowing that it would annoy him last time, but let's just...
Is it true that Miss Lathan recently changed her will to make you her beneficiary?
Yes. You can imagine my surprise.
My understanding is she left you quite a significant sum.
I don't see how that's any of your business, but yes, she did. I'm very lucky. Oh, I see what you're getting at. You're thinking I killed her for her money. Is that it?
I never said anything of the sort, Mr. DeVay.
No, but I can see it in your eyes. Look, Desiree considered me the son she never had, and she was like my second mother. I would never, ever even think of doing something so horrid.
Oh, I'm sure he wouldn't.
I've met your...
I'm sure I have no roommate.
I'll let you get...
Right.
Okay,
Well, it's fitting that Mr. DeVay is an artist.
There we go.
Because I think he's painted us a pretty clear picture of what happened to Ms. Lathan.
right, that's what we needed. Suspect added. Now we can go and accuse him with lying. I would have done that if I hadn't been able to work out who it was. I wouldn't have done all that, but it was just annoying to me that we knew who it was, but Miles didn't.
Got a moment, Upton?
So
Yes, but let's make this quick.
I'm done with the Lathan case.
Oh? What have you got?
She was murdered by Roger DeVay, a professor of art at the university, in order to claim her inheritance. DeVay befriended Miss Lathan and even painted her portrait, but his failure to establish a name for himself and earn a living from his art was driving him mad. Miss Lathan cared for him as a son, and recently changed her will, naming Roger as her sole beneficiary. Roger knew of this, and decided killing Miss Lathan was the best way to solve his financial troubles.
And how did he manage to do so?
Desiree had given him a key to her apartment. While she was out at the Grand Dame's ball, he entered and left a pile of rags soaked in linseed oil under her bed. She arrived home drunk and passed out, unaware that the rags were growing hotter by the minute. Eventually, the oil burst into flames, burning the rag pile as well as poor Miss Lathan.
How awful. Well, I'll certainly pass along the information. What an astounding series of events. Although I'm sorry you won't be able to gloat to Snelling that you solved the case before his detectives did.
I can find other means of amusement, I think.
Good work, Fordham. As usual, I'll send anything else your way as soon as I get it.
Roger DeVay?
Yes, what is it?
You're under arrest for the murder of Desiree Lathan.
Oh, I see.
Come with me. We need to ask you some questions at the station. And you up there, make yourself decent, would you?
Dearest, I'm back.
There you are. I was starting to get worried you wouldn't make it home in time.
In time? In time for what?
For dinner at the Rutherfords. I told you about it the other night, don't you remember?
I'm terribly sorry, dear. It must have slipped my mind.
How you haven't yet been presented a prize for Husband of the Year is beyond me.
There's still time for you to get ready if you hurry.
Why don't we spend a nice quiet evening in together? I'd much prefer that.
We've had a quiet evening in every night for the past 3 weeks. I need to get out of the house.
Then go ahead without me. Please give Anne and Joseph my regrets.
So you're just going to sit here at home by yourself?
I'll probably just catch up on my reading or try and get some sleep.
Better not go out
All
and get
right,
drunk again.
suit yourself. I shouldn't be home too late, but don't wait up.
Have a wonderful time, my love.
Alone at last.
If only I were.
Careful what you wish for, Miles. You just might get it.
Seeing as I won't, I think
No,
another trip to the
Miles.
Angels in order.
Oh, you're gonna break your word in addition to lying? That's bold.
Nonsense. I'll be home in no time. It'll just be a quick drink to calm my nerves and get you out of my hair.
I think I need a machete for that for you.
Very funny.
She's gonna leave you, Miles.
So, that last case was really something. Classic example of murder for money. Such a shame. Perhaps with Roger in jail, Miss Lathan's riches will go to a more worthy cause, like feeding the poor. You're not listening to me, are you? Oh, right, you've had 2 drinks already. Fine, I'll just see myself out.
Copper for your thoughts, Miles?
Oh, nothing in particular, just having one of those nights. I should probably be getting home.
One last gin for the road?
Don't do it, Miles.
Hell, why not?
For frick's sake. Oh, no.
It's later than I thought. Addie must be asleep.
She's so leaving him.
Miles, I thought you said you were staying in tonight. What happened to you?
Nothing. I went out for a bit and lost track of time.
Miles, you're dead drunk.
No, of course I'm not.
Don't you dare keep lying to me, Miles. It's obvious. I can smell it on you.
But I'm not drunk. I only had 2, I think.
I don't care how many you had. You promised me this wouldn't happen again. Where exactly did you go tonight anyway?
I was at the Angel.
The Angel? But why would you go there?
I suppose I was just trying to relive the old days.
So why didn't you tell me you were going?
I don't know.
Miles, this has to stop. First it was that sleep medicine, now you've started to go out drinking yourself into a stupor after you explicitly promised me you wouldn't again. It's clear that you've been keeping something from me and using drugs and drink as a way to avoid dealing with it.
No, really, it's just...
No, Miles. I'm tired of the lies. I heard what you said when I came home from my appointment with Mrs. Lefebvre. God forbid Adelaide ever find out about something. I wanted to think I'd imagined it, so I let it go. But I've come to realize just how wrong I was.
Addie, please.
Enough. No more excuses, no more lying. I just want to hear the truth. What is it you're not telling me?
I can't tell you, Addie. I'm sorry, but if I do, you'll think I'm crazy.
Do you know what I think is crazy, Miles? The fact that you think it necessary to lie to your own wife. Am I to believe that for all these years you've never felt you could trust me?
Of course not. It's just that this is different.
A lie is a lie, Miles. And the bottom fact is you've been lying to me for months. Perhaps I was too naive or too distracted to see what was really going on, but you finally opened my eyes. This can't go on. I refuse to let it go on.
What are you saying?
Get out, Miles, and don't come back until you're ready to tell me the truth.
Addie, you don't mean that.
I do mean it, Miles. I don't care where you spend the night, but it's not going to be here. If you ever decide you want to tell me what's going on, I'll listen. But until then, just go.
Well, who could have seen that coming? Miles. Idiot.
Take me away from all my troubles. So far away, Who in the ether is calling at this time of night? Oh, Miles! Please come in. It's so nice to see you outside of work.
Oh, I get a hug and a kiss? Is that how it works now?
You put up your rough and tough attitude, but I know deep down you're really a kitten.
Upton, are you drunk?
No, of course not. I admit I like to have a glass of wine or 6 to unwind after work, but I can hold my own.
Well, I'm glad you're not, because I am.
Wait, what's going on? Is everything all right?
No, I'm afraid I've made a mess of things at home. Addie threw me out.
Oh, Miles. I'm terribly sorry to hear that.
Not as sorry as I am, believe me.
What happened?
It's really not worth getting into. Let's just say I need to figure some things out about my life.
Don't we all?
Constance, I hate to impose, but...
Of course you can stay here, Miles. As long as you need to.
Thank you. I won't need much space. That chair in the corner should do nicely.
Are you sure? You won't be uncomfortable?
I've slept in worse places, believe me.
All right. Well, I should probably be getting to bed. Early morning tomorrow and all that.
Of course. Have a good night, Upton, and thank you again for letting me stay.
Not a problem. Good night.
One week later.
Election night. The perfect opportunity to switch out one rich swindler for another. Don't know why you're wasting your time. It's not as though the Prime Minister actually does anything. It's oddly quiet in here. Maybe my mustache drawing campaign had an effect after all.
Good evening, sir. Are you registered to vote?
Yes, I am. Here's my registration card.
Very good, Mr. Fordham. You've come at an excellent time. Go ahead and step inside a booth. Take as long as you need.
Thank you, young man.
Right. Okay, just close the door on my dog barking. I think we'll leave it there for this time. I'm not quite sure how this leads into another case, but I guess we will see. But yeah, thanks very much for watching this episode. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have, if you could hit that like button, that'd be awesome. Do leave a comment as well. Let me know your thoughts on that last case. I mean, as I said, the fact that we knew it was the artist, but I hadn't clicked the line of dialogue that would get Miles to realize it was until we got locked out because I annoyed the guy. I kind of just wanted to, follow through our deductions on that. And, yep, seems like it was the right thing. So, let me know your thoughts anyway on how the case played out. And, a big thank you to our channel members as well for supporting Boring Dad Gaming. It's very appreciated. And if anyone else is interested in checking out channel memberships and gaining earlier access to my various videos and series, that'd be awesome. Well, thanks very much anyway, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.